Hello again, my friends, and welcome back to the halftime. No, don't wish your life away, Martin. Halftime show. Are you awake still? That's the question. I will ask the cruncher. Oh, look at that.
Look, asleep. That's what Woody thinks of the first half. Absolute shite.
It was. And Princess Leia. Was it Leia?
Elsa.
Elsa.
Mr. Leia.
That's the Star Wars.
You fool.
Oh, did you do that in the first half?
Yeah, no, actually, my other half did it before the game.
Actually, more movement.
That we might get more interest out of him than we did.
More movement, Amy. More movement in that snowman than our front line.
Absolutely.
So it's 0-0 at half time against Burton.
Short, look.
Both teams have had good chances. Let's talk about the Toto chance first and foremost.
Have they? Both teams have had good chances. Wow.
Toto should have scored. He's got to get that header on target.
One chance of the whole 45 minutes against a team that a friend of mine has just said to me, against a team who have conceded 50 so far
50
this
goals.
season.
12 goals, Amy, in their last 3 home games.
What did I say?
We've not had a shot.
And we're 0-0 without even a shot on goal. It'd be all right if we'd had some chances that hadn't worked, but we haven't even had a shot.
Here's how I sit with it. 2 teams low on confidence. 2 teams without any quality in the side. 2 teams that are playing not to lose. 2 teams that are too scared to be adventurous because they just don't, and as Lamp said before the game, we've got to get a result. But equally, you don't want to lose the game, and it's tepid. It's 2 boxers heavyweight just touching each other out, really, just sort of testing the range, see what the other person's got. It's dreadful football. The pitch is crap. How can that be a 3rd-tier pitch? I don't know.
Tell you what I do like. The Burton commentator, isn't he great?
Alan Partridge vibes.
He said the playing surface looks good. I thought, what are you looking at?
He's obviously not watching the game. Luke Penning, deja vu from last week.
Did you see the? Have you seen the ref's hair?
No, I can't say I noticed. What was that?
Well, look at my Twitter. But the funny thing is, you know what his name is? Neil Hare.
We'll try and get a picture of it.
This is what we've been reduced to.
It is. What can we say about that first half? But the Burton chance.
Snacks are still good for Ian. Ian, who was commenting on my Twitter.
How many goals is that?
It's still the same one, mate.
You feeling all right? You feeling
still
good?
The same one. No,
you said you'd get through that.
I'm drinking some milk.
All right, Kurt Angle. Calm yourself down.
Talking of him, Martin, did you see the what music they played when Arsenal come out for the second half the other night?
Yes. I did. Yes, it made me laugh. Arsenal often do that.
Yeah.
You weren't happy, were you, Cruncher, with Holy for the Burton chance where Chambers had to fling himself in front of it?
That was Sunday morning goalkeeping. What was he doing? He's 8 foot. We've got an 8 foot goalie who can't catch.
Thomas Dracula.
He's all over
He's scared of crosses, mate.
He was lucky. It was a great block by Chamber, He'd done really well there, threw his body in the way. They'd have been 1-0 otherwise.
Yeah. We're missing Jackson, aren't we?
Well, you did post on the group they're playing a real high line, and then we've got no pace. He'll probably bring Ollie Hawkins on second half.
Fucking hell. I mean, this might be a game for Drinnan, This might be the chance Drinnan finally gets a goal because their philosophy under Jimmy Floyd seems to be compress the space between the back 4 and the rest of the team and have a young goalkeeper who can sweep. With Norwood up front, well, there's no threat in behind. Jackson's not on the bench. Drinnan's the only pace we've got that could maybe play off that last man and get in behind. But there's space there to exploit.
I've not ever seen Drinnan with any pace. I don't know who you've been watching.
Well, I'm comparing him to Norwood and Hawkins. It's like comparing a dumper truck to a cruise liner and a tank. One's got to be faster.
I love that snowman in the background. Look at that. That looks just great.
Can I be honest?
I told you that'd be better entertainment.
It reminds me of a Town fan, and I can't think of who. It looks like somebody.
I know. I'm not commenting.
It is a very, very old baseball cap. I've had that since I was about 10 years old. So it's like, I wouldn't be surprised if there's someone at away games or home games or something that wears that baseball cap every time.
Chidwick. Bishop looks good on the ball, needs to get the ball on the deck. Stephen Parry wants 4-4-2. Norwood is isolated. Bradley Cotton, didn't Lambert say in his questions that he won't be making loads of changes and make 6 for this game?
Yeah.
Lambert out. Bradley Curtis, some slightly improved football. We're still 0-0 as the bottom of the league. Not good enough. And Tractor Girl, 7-4-4-2, second half, please. What do you want from the second half, guys? How do we win this football game? And don't say create chances. That's a given.
Well, I'd like a shot to start with. Play with a bit of intent. Play quicker. Move the ball quicker. Get it forward quicker and get another striker on. There you go.
But he's not going to go 4-4-2, Amy. Like, that's just not going to happen, I don't think.
Not. Of course he's not. They just need to wake up. And to be fair to them, a lot of games so far this season, they have woken up in the second half and been a lot better. So hopefully whatever he's been doing at half time, he's going to make them switch on. And maybe it's just a case of running out the first 45 minutes so that we don't concede. Like, we've got less time to concede, if that makes sense. So, but do you know what I want is something that gives me a reason for having paid a tenner to watch this, and just something to stop me falling asleep. I'm shattered. Lockdown with the kids has been hard, and this is meant to be my get out, and it's really not this afternoon. I'm sat here thinking I could be
have a nap, and we'll call you at 4:45.
I'll speak to you in 45 minutes.
Pope Duncan says, should we accept how we're playing? If not, the manager has to go. Out of this will make you definitely laugh. Out of, I think it was 14 crosses, we've had 2 successful. That's David Moyes-esque, isn't it?
Are you including the corner?
I don't know. It's just a stat on my screen here from the iFollow service. 14 crosses, 2 successful. That's dreadful. That's dreadful.
The passing are interesting as well, because they seem quite high, the number of passes. It's just passing it around, which, you know, right back when Lambert first took over, that was what we wanted. We wanted to see some successful passing to get back into a decent football, but there's nothing at the end of it. And it's been 2 years now since Hurst left? It's been that long and nothing. It hasn't got. He's steadied the ship, but not taken it any further. And it's so boring. I thought it was bad watching away games under Mick McCarthy when you knew they were just playing for a draw. The worst thing is today, I think they probably want more than a draw. And there's just nothing there. There's no fire in their bellies. Somebody said it on Twitter, there's no urgency.
The thing is, I'm not having this, because you lot always preach to me this is a good squad, top 6 squad.
It is.
Get back to what
top 6 squad.
He would stop playing one up front.
Oh, you don't, come on, we're playing Burton.
You're
playing Burton. No, I'm not having that, I'm afraid, because you're playing Burton and not one player today has so far shown they're better. They can deliver better. Andre's kind of walking around the pitch. He could get involved. He may get involved. Norwood's up. It's just poor. First touches today have been absolutely dreadful. As a pro, you should be embarrassed.
So we've had 59% possession. Passing accuracy, 73%.
Same old, isn't it? It happens every week, and we just don't.
But getting back to what you said there, Amy, about
goal 1, and that wasn't even a chance, was it?
Getting back to what Amy said about urgency, Martin, I think it's not. This isn't just an Ipswich Town. At the minute, with no fans in the stadiums, I think the football that we watch, not just Town, football all through the leagues, I think it's slow because you've got no fans there. They get away with it playing like that.
Yeah, but our players reckon they're better off without the fans in there, don't they? Without us moaning, so they can't have it both ways.
Asthmatic snail, says Callie. Asthmatic snail. I just want to see something from this team. Like, when you cross the white line, when you leave the dressing room at half-time as 11 players, it is down to you. Paul Lambert could say whatever he likes in this 15 minutes. Once you cross the white line, it is down to you to win your battle. And they're not doing it. And they've never done it. And it's poor.
That's what I said to you before the game about you can all moan about the manager telling people to play in certain positions, but when you're on that pitch, you have to think sometimes outside the box and do something a little bit different, but we're not, are we?
Take responsibility. Big word, that. Somebody in the second half has to take responsibility, and it's got to be a character. Norwood, potentially. Andre could step forward as a young player and grab the mantle. Downs has been in and out of the game. It's just been tepid throughout, and I'm
what
worried.
Wolfie said last week, isn't it? That's what Wolfie said. Once we're on the pitch, it's our responsibility. We need to do something about it. So today is either about saying, screw you, Lambert, for dropping Wolfie, or actually proving Wolfie's point, because we're not stepping up against Burton, for fuck's sake. Sorry if there's any kids on.
Well, it doesn't really matter. There is Amy. they got to land the words at some point. Why not now? So, are we going to win as we close up this halftime show?
Of course we are.
Fucking hell, Crunch. Right, see you all at full time when you guys can come on the show and have your say about Lambert,
Anyway.
Andre, anybody you like, anything you like.
Toto, best player for us on the pitch.
Always has been. I've always rated him. Who
Anyone
asked
that's
that,
had a
Matt
shot
Phillips?
on goal.